What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about two of my favorite Halloween decorations that I was able to pick up this year for the 2023 Halloween season from Distortions Unlimited. So I've been eyeballing Distortions Unlimited for quite some time, and I just never really pulled the trigger just because some of this stuff is really pricey, but it is super good quality, and you just really can't beat it. So I've been trying to evolve my whole Halloween display, kind of get away from all the regular Spirit Halloween and Party City, Home Depot, trying to get away from that and get more high quality stuff. But at the same time, you still have to kind of do both because I do have an outdoor display. And the reason I say you kind of have to do both is just for the fact that weather is a big deciding factor in all of that. Because a lot of the Distortions pieces, you don't want to set out in the weather for a month, 2 months like I do. I mean, you can, but essentially you might as well wad up $500 and throw it into the toilet and flush it. Because this stuff is going to deteriorate, rot, and you spend a lot of your hard-earned money on these amazing products, and you want to kind of take care of them. So I know this year I only set mine out for a few hours, and that was it. And I spent quite a bit of money on the two items I did pick up this year, and I want to preserve them and make them last. So I don't want them getting destroyed by the elements. If it freezes, if it rains, these are going to take more of a beating than like a plastic and cloth Home Depot animatronic. The animatronics are cheap. If you bag up the electronic boxes, they're gonna last. I've had a few of them out there for a few years, so I'm gonna keep doing that. And like I said, intertwine kind of both. I'm gonna keep adding Distortions pieces, but today I want to talk to you guys about these two that I was able to pick up from Distortions Unlimited. And the first one I was able to purchase this season was Gravebuster Barb. Now, Barb is extremely awesome. They have two versions of this. They have the static version that I purchased, which was about $370, and then they have another one that's over $400, and it's animatronic, so she moves. I believe it's just a wiper motor hooked up to it. But you do have foam-filled arms, foam latex arms and hands on an armature. So you can, it's on some pretty thick wire here, so you can bend this and pose it however you want. I have mine kind of posed down just so she was sitting in the grass. But they are full detailed, they're painted hands and stuff. But her face detail is absolutely incredible. She's got a whole head of hair on her. She's all painted all the way down. Now underneath is just a really heavy duty gauged metal, all welded up really nice. It's not like a Spirit or Home Depot animatronic where it's one or two little tack welds. These things are actually welded really good. So they're gonna hold on and do what you need them to do. So like I said, this one doesn't take a big beating just because it is static. But the paint job on these things is absolutely amazing. Just the detail, I should say, the detail in the actual mold itself. Now that I have been sculpting and trying to do my own molds, I really take a lot of appreciation into what they're doing here. I know I couldn't sculpt anything like this. These are beautiful. And but their paint, they got nice paint job on here. They got the rub out in here just to get all your details and all your cracks and little crevices and little divots and stuff. And then they have her mouth all painted. They got some purples in here. Again, they got some little fine detail in the teeth and the mouth. And then they have it all kind of like some clear in there to make it nice and shiny. So I love Barb. Like I said, she was like almost $370, but I only set her outside for about an hour. But she sits in here and I get to enjoy her all year long. So that's what makes it worth it to me. I get to enjoy her all year long where like people in my yard haunt display only got to view her for like 10 minutes as they walked by, and they didn't really care that, hey, this guy spent almost $400 on a prop. They don't care, but I care. So I want to take care of it because I want to have her around for a really long time. Same with Bound Corpse. Now this one was just under 300 bucks. I think it was like 250 something. And this one I have been eyeballing for a really long time. And every time I went to pull the trigger on this one, it went out of stock. So it came back in stock just before Halloween. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying it now. It's either now or I'm going to have to wait till Christmas. So I went ahead and I purchased it, and I got it before Halloween, and I was able to display her. So again, like I was saying, the detailing on these are just incredible. The face sculpt, the sculpture of this thing, I couldn't even fathom trying to sculpt something like this myself. Like I am no Ed Edmonds, but this is, I couldn't even wrap my head around trying to sculpt something like this. I'm struggling with masks, let alone this beautiful work of art. But this thing looks super, super creepy. This creeped out a lot of people. Again, just the detailing, the rub out they got on everything that really highlights all the low spots here, just really is truly incredible. And the paint, again, similar to Barb's, got the purple in here, the white on the teeth, and then they have this shiny, and then these are just kind of matted out. And they got the hair on here, and the back of these, both of these are foam filled latex. The back of this one's just a flat back, nothing too crazy. So you just set her up nice and neat to something, and you can't tell, you know. Then again, the rope, the detailing on this rope, dude, I thought this was like real rope, but the detailing of this is absolutely incredible. Which, you know, when they did sculpt this, I'm sure this was a real rope. I'm sure this wasn't clay that they sculpted. I'm sure this was a rope that they wrapped around the clay sculpture and kind of embedded that in there. Or maybe it was clay, who knows. But either way, it looks amazing. The paint job on this thing, again, is great. The rub out work on this is great. Price point, I think, is okay for what this is. Again, Distortions is higher quality stuff. A lot of it is foam filled latex. Their animatronics are extremely expensive, but again, you're paying for quality. So over like a Spirit Halloween or a Home Depot or any of those, you're not going to get the quality aspect of like facial features and stuff like you would with these one-of-a-kind sculpted pieces from Distortions. So I just wanted to show you guys my beautiful pieces from Distortions that I picked up this year. I am gearing up to pick up a few more for the 2024 Halloween season, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some close-ups of Bound Corpse and Gravebuster Barb. And I'll catch you guys on that next video.